What do you want people to know about poly? Like, what do you want them to take away from this?
I think if I could have all of my friends, most of my friends are monogamous, and if I could have any of them, do anything differently, it would be a lot more negotiating of, a lot more honesty and like really frank, sort of difficult to get out honesty about what they want in life.
Hmm.
And not even what they want in life, but like what they want in the next 2 months and how what they're doing today is or is not contributing to that. And sort
Hmm.
of, so I guess talking about your happiness on multiple time scales and your long term goals and your short term goals for you and your career and your relationships. And I'm just being really super painfully honest about how the other people in your life can help you or how they're not helping you. Um, because it really just has been so helpful to me to talk about every little detail of um, what I'm feeling in a really open way where nobody's going to be mad at me. And even if the end result is we're not dating anymore,
Hmm.
you can feel like you did everything right, and you can feel like, even if you didn't get the outcome you wanted, you were doing everything in your life in a way that is contributing to your own happiness and to the extent that you
Right.
can to the happiness of the people you care about.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, it involves a lot of hard conversations and a lot of, I've had to be really frank with people that I date about not interrupting me. I have like one guy that I'm seeing that I think he's really smart and he's really nice, but I also think that he's conscious of wanting to be perceived as smart, and I think that he worries about it.
Hmm.
And so for him it comes out as sort of, I want to like tell you all the stuff that I know, and like we all want to impress each other, and this is the
Right.
way that he wants to impress people, and it means that he can sometimes talk over you.
Right.
And I've had to be really clear with him about like this is not going to fly. And now every time, not like every time, but if I'm in the middle of a really important sentence and he
Right.
interrupts me, I either just keep talking or I stop him and say I'm just going to finish this sentence. And that kind of stuff, it's really uncomfortable to do when you first started like when you first start dating somebody.
Hmm.
But it has meant that this guy, if this were like a year ago and I was dating a guy who was a persistent interrupter, I'd just be like, okay, guess we're done dating. And it has meant
Right.
instead, like having that kind of honesty has meant that I could turn what is normally a deal breaker into like a better understanding of what he's like
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
And it
Workable.
has really changed how our conversations work.
Right.
And I know that he listens to me when I talk and that it matters to him. And like sometimes he still gets really excited and wants to talk, but it has turned a deal breaker into something that I can manage really easily and that I now view in a way more positive light. So
That is
yeah,
awesome.
talk a lot, even when it's scary. And really understand that every part of a relationship is negotiable. Like the fewer defaults you have, I think the better, I think it's your best shot at having a relationship that makes you feel really, really good. So, yeah.
So pretty much, I hear choosing how every aspect of it
Hmm.
goes rather than living into
Yeah.
what's already there.
Yeah.
So make a decision and
Yeah.
talk about it.
And relationships change. I think that's
Hmm.
it's a nice thing to think about. Like, your relationship's never going to be done. Like, it's not done cooking. It's always going to change. And the more prepared you are to talk about everything, the more likely it is that you can mold those changes into something that you actually want.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, talk about everything.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you are super poly girl.
Thanks.
You've done it
This has been
all.
super fun.
8 months, 8 months, 9 months,
Yeah.
and wow, I'm impressed.
Thanks.
I'm impressed.
That's really nice.
Hmm. The
That means
world,
a lot.
you just helped a whole lot of people.
Oh, thank
A whole
you.
lot of people, matter of fact, have been doing it for a long time. Like they're gonna be like, okay, I need to get my shit together
That's
because
very nice.
Super Poly Girl in St. Louis is killing it.
Well, I really do hope that everybody I talked about in this feels like I gave like an accurate description of them and their relationships. I really hope that. I don't know if anybody I have dated in the past feels slighted by stuff I've said. Please talk to me.
Yes.
That's my big fear.
Communicate with her.
Yeah, please.